All right, this is kind of a cool topic. And I don't make up these topics, they're given to me by our producer. And how I got my husband to crave me more. And then I'm supposed to fill in the blanks. So, in other words, this is not a true story. This is my rendition of how you can get your husband to crave you more. And I'm going to give you a few tips in this area. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. Go to our website and get the 10 best do's and don'ts. It'll put you on our mailing list, and then you get all kinds of really healthy tips. Here's what you do. I'm going to give you some kind of deeper ideas, and I'm going to give you some not so deep ideas. Everything we do at the Marriage Foundation is backed up by a scientific perspective. It's not based in psychology. I used to be a divorce mediator, so everything I do until 2001, when a couple asked me to help them save their marriage, so everything I present is based in science and then tested. For over 8 years, I worked with individuals to make sure that everything that I quote unquote discovered was real, that it was applicable. And it is, and it's amazing. And we've saved thousands of individual marriages throughout the years, back then and now way more, of course, because we have online courses, books, and all that stuff, and articles which are free, and a lot of good stuff. So first, I'll give you a little bit of insight, and I learned this. I don't remember where I learned this, but it's true, and you'll know it as soon as I tell you. Curiosity builds in somebody a desire to know. So don't be revealing. Don't be over revealing. Hold back. Hold back. Don't just succumb to his whims and desires. Play. Be flirtatious. What you do in your marriage is what you do in your marriage. And there's no sin per se. God wants you to have a ball. Yes, he wants you to learn how to love unconditionally. That's number one. But along the way, he's not a mean God. He's a loving God. He wants you to have fun. So be flirtatious, Tease your husband. Tease him. And don't go overboard, or it could be a turnoff. But there's no one better than you to know where to draw that line. And if you've not been doing this, don't just jump in and do it. Play with it. Take your time with it. You have a lifetime to play with it. So that's how you get your husband to crave you that way. But there's a deeper craving that you want him to have, and that is a craving to love you, to adore you, to be passionate about the fact that you're his queen, you're his wife. How you do that is a little different. You do that by not wanting that as much as wanting him to be recognized as your king. In other words, and that doesn't mean being a slave. That doesn't mean being subservient. Not at all. We got twisted around these things. It means learn to love him unconditionally. We're not taught about marriage, and we're not taught. I'm going to give you something right now that you've never heard before. Cultivate the love you have for your husband. When have you ever heard cultivate the love that you have? You don't. No one hears it. We're not taught that. We're taught that love just is. Well, it is on a very high level, but we're not on that very high level. But by learning to cultivate love, and by cultivating love all the time, as much as possible, we are building this beautiful pool of joy that the two of you can live within. I hope that makes sense to you. So like the video, tell me what you think about it in the comments section. Definitely sign up for the 10 best do's and don'ts for marriage. Go to our website. So many things to do here. We are all about marriage. We help people with dating. We help people pre-marriage. We help people. We don't help people with a divorce. We help people realize that their marriage is sacred, that your husband is precious. We tell the men, your wife is precious. Learn to love them unconditionally and get the joy out of marriage that marriage is meant to deliver. You'll see. God bless you. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Take care. Hi, I'm Paul Friedman, founder of the Marriage Foundation. Been saving marriages since 2001. Now, what can we say about not giving up and not settling? These are two big deals that for your marriage, these are vital concepts. And they boil down to two things that we offer you. One are the books that we have. I have Lessons for a Happy Marriage, which is the first book that I wrote, and Breaking the Cycle. They're both great. Flip a coin as to which one you want. That's for not settling. Those books lay out for you exactly what marriage is all about. The guidelines, the intricacies, delves into communication, all the things about marriage that you need to know. And if your marriage is doing fine, but you just have this little problem here, this little problem there, but it's basically doing fine, don't settle. I promise you this, when you read one of these books, you're going to learn more about marriage than you even knew you didn't know, and it's going to change everything for the better. You will be so grateful that you took my advice and got one of those books. Now, the Don't Give Up, when I began, I was structuring, compiling all the marriage help that people need in order to save their marriage. I was a divorce mediator until 2001. And so I was fortunate that I was accessing a support group for those who were going to get a divorce called Second Saturday in San Diego, California. And so I was able to pull out of those sessions individuals after I told them that I could help them save their marriage who were beyond on the verge of getting a divorce. I'm going to say 95 to 98% of the people for whom I got a divorce shouldn't have, didn't need to, had they known what I now know. I took all of that knowledge and I put it into comprehensive courses, one for men and one for women. These courses, your course based on your gender, will bring you from the depth of the swamp that you find yourself in, out of that, into the light, and help you achieve a marriage you never even dreamed possible. That's a promise. Now, what if you're not even married? What if you're going to get married and you're just looking around for marriage advice? In that case, and I actually created this for some friends, we have a premarital course, which is amazing. You'll never have a problem in your marriage. Well, like nobody ever has a problem, but you won't have any killer problems. You'll know how to be married to get the most out of your marriage. What if you're only dating? Then I have a course for you too. This one I actually created for my son, and it is a step-by-step process for you to attract your soulmate and in the right way. I'm so glad that you found us. Please take advantage of that which we have to offer. We are here to serve you. I'm Paul Friedman. God bless you and take care.